If I can see myself in a mirror right now, without a doubt, my face will be as red as tomato, or maybe even a boiled lobster. More precisely, a boiled lobster that is wrapped inside a cheap basketball jersey. I don't know how it happened, but Dave is standing in front of me, holding my school uniform and skirt. Dave, my crush since grade school, is holding my uniform now. If I know this kind of things can happen, I would wear a newer uniform that my mother just bought weeks ago, and not an old uniform that I wore since my first year. I can explain it, said Dave instantly, after seeing me coming out from the toilet. Tina asked me to hold it for you, and she just ran off, saying that her father is already waiting for her at the school gate. Tina, that little liar. This must be one of her pranks to put me together with Dave again. She always walks home together with me, and we are scheduled to clean up after the basketball training today. There is no way that her father is picking her up early today. Besides, she is also the only one who knows that I had feelings for Dave. But I have to admit, deep down, I'm kind of grateful every time Tina puts her little pranks on me. She knows that I always have difficulty approaching Dave. Most of the time, it became too casual, since Dave and I have already been friends since grade school. But deep down, I know that I want to be more than just friends with him. I never have the courage to really show my true feelings. Since I don't know how to express how I really felt to him, I always try to get his attention by teasing him, and it kind of continues until now. Can I have my uniform back? I said slowly to Dave. Oh, sorry. Here. Our hand touched while Dave gave my uniform back. I can see Dave looking away while giving it to me. He seems embarrassed. How cute. I asked him, "You're not doing anything weird with my uniform, right?" Dave looked flustered. No, of course not. Tina just gave it to me minutes ago. I didn't do anything with it. Are you sure? You're kind of blushing, you know. I tease him. No, I'm not. It's just that some underclassmen passed while I waited for you, and some of them gave me a weird look. While you are holding a girl uniform, some of our juniors may think you are a pervert now. I said it while giggling a bit. Oh, come on, that's not even fair, said Dave. By the way, Laura, what are you doing in the school this late? Isn't basketball practice already finished an hour ago? Oh, yeah, our practice is already finished for today, but me and Tina are in charge of cleaning up after today's session. But since she already went home, it seems that it will only be me now, I said while folding the uniform and put it back into my bag. How about you? I also rarely see you in these hours. Wait, don't tell me. Is it a student council meeting? He nodded and said, well, the sport festival is coming in a month, so most of us are busy preparing for the event. It is really rare for us to meet at school this late. Usually our schedule after school never met. On top of that, He's also alone today without his friends or other student council members, and Tina had given me a perfect setup. So I thought to myself that maybe this time, just this time, maybe I can be a little bit selfish for my own feelings. I just need to keep my cool and play my cards right, and maybe he will realize my feelings. So I dragged him to the sports equipment room and asked him to help me finish cleaning as a substitute for Tina. Of course, at first he declined, but I already know that he walked home by himself, so it is not like there's someone waiting to pick him up. In the end, he finally agreed. Being together in a cramped equipment room in an empty gym filled with sports equipment and a ton of dust may not be the most romantic place to spend with your crush, but it sure makes my heart pounding like crazy. We are in a tight space and our shoulders and elbows occasionally bump into each other, and for every time it happens, I feel ecstatic. I know it sounds weird, but I think this is why people say that love makes people stupid and irrational. Just by being close with him, I feel safe and happy. You played nicely today, said Dave, breaking the silence. You watch it? Well, I can see from the student council room, he explained. Every time I took a glance at the field, you always scored your shot. I can feel my cheeks boiling up again. Why did he become so sweet during moments like this? Is he finally making a move? Or maybe this is just a formality for him? Just don't forget to take a break and focus on your study. I heard you almost got into remedial class, said Dave. I know. Geez, you sound like my mom, I said to him. There is a brief silence between us. Dave has already finished cleaning his part. He suddenly said, if you want, maybe we can study together for the next test. He's not looking at me while saying that, but my ears perfectly hear those words. I smiled. There is no mistaking it. He's finally making a move on me. But this is where the real games begin. I just need to make you show your feeling for me. What's gotten into you? I said while jokingly slapped him in the back with a big smile. You never treated me like this. You must be planning something fishy. No, I just don't want you to attend remedial class. Really? You're blushing again. I said while teasing him again. No, I'm not. It is just hot in here, said Dave. Don't tell me you want to spend time alone with me. You're definitely thinking of something, right? Are you perhaps have a feelings for me after all this time? I said while leaning my body closer to tease him more. But what happened next was unexpected. Dave took a step back, avoiding me. Sorry, if you don't want to, I won't force you. Wait, this is wrong. I also took a step back. I do want to spend time with him. Is he uncomfortable with my teasing? It is all only joke. I like him. I want to spend my time with him. Sorry, Laura. I already finished my part. I will go home now. he said while leaving the equipment room to get his bag. I have to say something, but I am scared. I'm never able to express my feelings properly. It is as if my lips were tightly shut with a glue. I exited the equipment room and saw Dave had already picked his bag from the gym locker. I approached him. I don't have anything to say yet, but my body just moves on my own towards him. Dave took a glance and noticed me. As I stood there trying to open my mouth, I sent a comment to my brain, but no words came out. Of course, Dave gives me a strange look. I would also do that if I see an unusually talkative girl just standing there awkwardly and fidgeting her finger. I want to be with him, but I'm never able to express it seriously. We already know each other since grade school. We were kids back then, and at that time, I thought I could get his attention by teasing him to make him interested in me. But we are adults now, and yet no words come out from my adult brain. Realizing that I just stood there frozen, Dave turned his back on me and said, "You know, we should go home. They probably want to lock this gym for." He stopped instantly as I reached my hand to hold his. I held it tight, wrapping my finger between his. He turned around slowly. Our eyes met. "I'm sorry. I was only joking earlier. I would be happy if we could study together," I said hesitantly. I could see that his face turned red, but I believe so does mine. We did not say any words, but our eyes locked to each other. "Well, I would be happy if I could be that helpful," said Dev with a confused and flustered face. After that, I let go of my grip and gave Dave my biggest smile. We then agreed to meet up tomorrow at the library and study together, just the two of us. We exited the gym and walked together to the school gate. We did not talk to each other during our walk, and I can see that Dave is still kind of confused after I held his hands instinctively minutes ago. I can still feel it. His hand is bigger compared to mine and slightly rougher, but I'm kind of addicted to the sensation. I want to hold his hand again. "Tomorrow, after we study, can we go somewhere, like to the mall maybe?" I said, "Just the two of us." I could not look at his face after saying that. I'm embarrassed as hell, but this is something that I have been hiding for so long. To be able to finally say it without hiding it behind jokes or all of the excuses is such a relieving feeling. "Sure, I think we can do that," said Dave slowly. After that, our hands touched again. I don't know who started it, but not long after that, I can feel his pinky finger hooked with mine. Maybe it also can be me who wrapped my pinky into his. I forgot the details and neither of us admit to be the one who initiated it. But one thing that I remember, we walked home together that day and we didn't let go of each other's hand along our walk together. Other things that we also realized on that day, Behind my constant teasing to Dave and his random act of awkward kindness to me, there may be a little bit of spark between us, a little spark of love.